Locked On Phillies Postcast, part of Locked On Sports Philadelphia, on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Hi. So I guess Matt Strahm is going to suck at baseball now, too? Is that the way this is going to go? Hi, welcome into the show. My name is Mark Farzetta. This right here is Locked On Sports Philadelphia, is Locked On Phillies Postcast. Make sure you like and subscribe to Locked On Sports Philadelphia here on the Locked On Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. This particular episode is brought to you by Booking.com. Booking.yeah. The right stay can make you a fan of any city, even your baseball rival's city. Check out Booking.com for your stay today. So you mean to tell me that this offense that scored 7 runs in 5 innings of yesterday's ball game, then went 12 innings, 12 innings without scoring a run before Bryce Harper's mammoth home run. So this offense could not give any run support to Cristopher Sanchez, who pitched his butt off through 5 2/3, surrendering 2 runs. And yes, it could have been more if it wasn't for Johan Rojas just playing phenomenal center field behind him. But also, he could shake his own hand, pat himself on the back for being able to get out of a big jam in the middle portion of this ball game. One on a deep fly ball with Johan Rojas' back against the wall, and the Phillies offense could not come up with a way to give him any kind of support. So Sanchez exits after 5 2/3. The bullpen takes over, and things were looking pretty good there for a second before Matt Strahm gave up a home run. And not just that, 2 hits, including the home run. He also gave up a single. He also gave up a walk. And then, the mammoth home run. You could split hairs. You could be, it shouldn't have been a walk. It should have been a strikeout. And you're right. It should have been a strikeout, but it wasn't. And then later in the inning, he gave up a bomb of a home run to center field. 2-run jack to give the Pirates a 4-0 lead. And then the Phillies lifeless, absolutely lifeless, until Bryce Harper did hit that home run, and that was cool. But it still made it, it was still a loss. Instead of 4-0, it was 4-1, and no, I don't give a damn about, we were shut out. At least they weren't shut out. No, this is the 3rd straight loss for this Phillies team. And I understand that it's not just their, 3 straight loss. We're also talking about a team that now, over their last 33 games, now it's just a team that's 1 game over 500. In their last 33 games, they are 1 game over 500. 17-16. Coming into tonight, without JT Realmuto, they were 17-15 coming into tonight. So now he's back. They lose 17-16. We're having fun. Yeah, 3-game losing streak, fine. But let's look at the wider lens. Barely being over 500 in the last 33 games. Guys, that's not, look, we're just panicking over losing 1 series to the Pirates. No, because they also lost to the A's, and especially in that last game of the series where they lost 2 or 3 to the A's, they lost 18-3. Oh, it was a getaway day. Oh, they were going to the All-Star break where they have 8 All-Stars. Yeah, that's great. All-Stars mean you had a great first half of the season. That's what it means to be an All-Star. And yeah, these guys have had great first halves of the season and all that type jazz. But right now, this Phillies team, last 33 games being 1 game over 500, yeah, I'd say that has me kind of worried. You dropped this series to the Pirates. You dropped that series, of course, to the A's. You swept the Dodgers somehow. What? You split against the Marlins. That was fun. I won't stop bringing that one up. Oh, baby, I won't stop bringing that one up. And now things, as I've pointed out many times already, and I'll do it again, things aren't going to get any easier for the Phils with what's ahead of them on this schedule. Not great. Let's start it off. 3 big things. Number 1. Bryson Stott, you're killing me, Smalls. Okay? You're killing me. 234 batting average now in the season. That is pitiful. And the part that really crushed my soul tonight with Bryson Stott, The part that absolutely, no, he's got 235. Excuse me. I don't want to take a one point away from him. 235. Bryson Stott of the season with a 223 on base percentage. Bryson Stott comes up to the plate. JT Realmuto gets a bloop dying quail single to left field, just barely out of the outfield to lead off the 7th inning. It's a 2-0 game at this point. You gotta break. Good for you, offense. You gotta break. One of just 4 hits that you were able to get in this game. So he comes up, you get a little bloop over shortstop there, trickles into left field. All right, let's get something going here. Bryson Stott, next man up, grounds into the 4-6-3 twin killing double play. Out, done. Nick Castellanos steps up there, lines out to center field to end the inning. Bryson Stott just killing you right now. In the 2nd inning, Bryson Stott stepped up to the plate with JT Realmuto after he had a 1-out walk. Bryson Stott flew out to left field in that instance. Unable to get good wood on the baseball. And it happened throughout this ball game tonight. But no better killer, no better example than in that 7th inning when you thought you might have a little bit of luck on your side to get something going. And Bryson Stott kills with that double play. That's number 1, Bryson Stott. One of my biggest things coming out of the All-Star break, things I really needed to see in the second half of the season, was Bryson Stott figuring it out. Bryson Stott hasn't figured it out. He looked to even have a little bit more patience at the plate today. And that's something that I've been begging for because the Phillies have gotten to his head. Hey, you got to be a little bit more aggressive at the plate. That's just not Bryson Stott. I don't know what's going on with him. I know that there's a much better baseball player that I have seen Bryson Stott play the role of a much better baseball player in his career. Haven't seen it so far this year at all. This has been a horrific down year for Bryson Stott. And I was hoping the All-Star break, there'd be that proverbial reset button, and he'd be able to come out swinging in the second half of the season. We have yet to see it. Trey Turner was 0 for 4 tonight, but Trey Turner's been on fire. So he's not exactly somebody that I'm going to just start piling on right now. Trey Turner also had a home run yesterday. Phillies lose that game. The offense, 7 runs yesterday, the first 5 innings. Gets you 1 run in this game. It didn't happen until the 9th inning. Yeah, baseball's a funny game, as they say. Bryson Stott's number 1. Number 2 for me, Matt Strahm. At 2, Brute. Matt Strahm. At 2 lefty. At 2 lefty. Now you're going to be terrible out of the bullpen? What were we just saying last night? Instead of Alvarado, you should have brought in Matt Strahm. I don't know what they're putting out there in the water jugs in the bullpen, but it seems to be passed back and forth between Jose Alvarado and Matt Strahm over the last 2 nights. Not great. I'm going to be looking at Jose Alvarado struggling mightily. They get away from him tonight. They go to Matt Strahm there in the 8th inning, and he just can't do anything right, unfortunately, for the Phillies in this game. Strahm came out in the 8th inning. Gave up the walk to Reynolds. 2-2 pitch was called a ball. It should have been a strike. That should have been it, but it wasn't, unfortunately. Then Joe goes up there. He flies out to center field. Gonzalez strikes out. You're thinking, all right, we're going to get out of this. Let's go, baby. Cruz steps up there, and he gets a 2-2 fastball, dead red, middle of the plate, and he bazookas this baseball into left center field, 422 feet. Johan Rojas gave it a couple courtesy jogs, and that ball was gone. That ball was gone. That was the end of that. So you're seeing all that breakdown, unfortunately. It was pretty terrible. So all that was going on, and then he's able to get out of it after. They gave it one more hit, and then he got out of it after that. And then, so Strahm is number 2. Number 3, it's the losing streak. It's not just the losing streak. It's the idea of this team being barely over 500 over their last little over a month of play. So for all the people that just want to be like, they got 62 wins. They still got the best record in baseball. They're great. This is a little bump in the road. We're not talking about a small sample size here anymore, folks. Last night, after the show, I did a TV hit locally in Philadelphia. And they were talking about, one of the questions that they asked were who are the teams you're afraid of in the National League? Who scares you the most in the National League? Let's see. It was the Dodgers, which is, understandable. And then right after the Dodgers, you know who it was? It was the Atlanta Braves. The Braves at this point, without Ronald Acuna, without Spencer Strider, this is not a team that you should be fearing right now. Yet the Atlanta Braves are still living rent-free in a lot of people's heads. And you know what? I hate to say it, but right now, with the Phillies playing the way they've played recently, the Braves are rearing their ugly head yet again. They won earlier tonight in that split series, a doubleheader they had with the Cardinals. They went into 10 innings, I believe, in game one. Yeah, 10 innings in game one. They won that one 3-2. And then that put them at 54-42 on the season. And as of right now, playing the second game of that twin bill, they are trailing in the bottom of the eighth inning 6-5 at the time that we that we do the show at 9:25 Eastern time, Philly time, if you will. And they're in the bottom of the eighth inning, 1 out, with a runner on second base in Atlanta, trailing the Cardinals by 1 run. Yeah, I would say I'm a little afraid of what's going on here. Because I can point it out time and time again, this schedule is not getting any easier for the Phillies. It's only going to get harder. It's only going to get tougher. And series against the A's, series against teams like the Pirates, the Marlins, these are supposed to be, here, please, win now. And the Phillies are squandering that opportunity. They went into the break, the only team over 60 wins. The only team, 62. They're still at 62 against the Pirates. And you know what? If I have to give an honorable mention, number 4 on the top 3 things, number 4, Louis Ortiz, phenomenal job by him. Kept the Phillies bats off balance all day long. 7 innings, 3 hits, and just kept them off balance all the live long night. Came up with just 2 strikeouts, but any contact that he did give up, it was not solid contact for the most part. I mean, the best baseball of the night that was hit was Bryce Harper's home run, obviously. Phillies did have an opportunity in the earlier goings of this ball game to do something in that second inning, and that's when Bohm stepped up there, flew out to center field to start things off in the second. Realmuto worked the 1-out walk. Stott flew out to left, and then Castellanos got the double down the left field line, put runners at second and third with 2 outs, and then Brandon Marsh unfortunately flew out to left field. Stott flew out to left field a couple of times in this game. So again, just back to number 1 on the list. Didn't work out. But if I had to give an honorable mention, Luis Ortiz was great tonight. He really was. He was great. The Phillies had no answers for him when it came to their offense, unfortunately. And defensively speaking, when it came to the pitching, Trey Turner had another error in this one. It came back to not bite the Phillies in the old behind, so I'm not going to make a big deal of it. But still, he's got to play better than that. All in all, the offense wasn't the reason they lost last night. The offense was the reason they lost tonight. That's a rough one. They got a day game tomorrow. We'll break down some more things. We'll also get your takes on all of what went down in this ball game tonight, because it's just extremely disappointing to watch the way the Phillies have played this. It's also amazing that you're talking about a team, again, 1 game over 500 in the last 33 games, and they're still at 62 wins. Good Lord. If they even maintain like 6 games over 500, you know what I mean? Without JT Realmuto in the catcher position, as we pointed out last night, still hitting pretty well without JT Realmuto in the lineup, that would have been pretty nice. That would have been pretty nice. They could have done it. It wasn't JT's fault. It wasn't the catching position's fault. Just choking games away now. We're all having fun. We're having fun, right? We're having fun. All right, we'll see what you guys have to say about this when we come back here. Locked On Sports Philadelphia and the Locked On Phillies postcast. Make sure you like and subscribe to Locked On Sports Philadelphia, the Locked On Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. Back in a second. Booking.com. With summer travel heating up, especially travel for baseball games, it's time to explore those U.S. cities you've secretly wanted to learn more about, even your rival's city. With hotels, bed and breakfasts, vacation rentals, resorts, and so much more on Booking.com, you might just find your perfect stay even in your rival's city. I've used Booking.com for trips to Chicago, to Boston, to New York, to Atlanta. I actually used it recently for personal travel. Next week I'm going to be in Atlantic City, so you won't see me Saturday night, unfortunately. Sorry. But from hotels that look over stadiums to family-friendly resorts, Booking.com has so many choices across the U.S. for your summer travel this baseball season. The right stay can make you a fan of any U.S. city. Yeah, maybe even Atlanta. Maybe even Pittsburgh. But I do like Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's nice. Book today at Booking.com. On the site, Booking.com, or on the app, Booking.com app. Booking.com, Booking.ya. Prize Picks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with over 5 million active members. Prize Picks is the easiest, most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Unlike other apps, on Prize Picks, it's just you against the numbers. All you got to do is pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in. You can now win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. You can turn $10 into $1,000. If you're looking for promotions, Prize Picks has got you covered every week. From lowering select player stat projections on Tuesdays to help your lineup hit, or getting your entry fees back if you have a losing lineup on Fridays. Prize Picks, they're there to help. Download the Prize Picks app today and use promo code LOCKEDONMLB. That's LOCKEDONMLB for a first deposit match up to $100. That's LOCKEDONMLB. Prize Picks. Prize Picks. Download it to your phone. Use promo code LOCKEDONMLB for a first deposit match up to $100. Pick more. Pick less. It's just that easy with Prize Picks. Before we get into the chat check and see what you guys have got to say about this loss tonight, I do want to talk about them Atlanta Braves, who did not bring that run home in the bottom of the 8th inning. So right now in the top of the 9th inning, it's the St. Louis Cardinals 6 and the Atlanta Braves 5 still in hot Atlanta. As far as the standings go after the Phillies take this loss, there are 7 games up on the Atlanta Braves. They have dropped 4 of their last... they have dropped 6 of their last 10. That's where the Phillies sit right now. Meanwhile, the Mets and the Braves, to this point, they have each won 7 of their last 10. How about that? Still waiting. Orioles and Yankees are at 59 wins on the season, as are the Cleveland Guardians, who the Phillies going to be hosting in about 6 days. So that's the way, or 5 days. That's the way that works out. All right, let's see what you guys have to say about the loss tonight. John Marinelli, doesn't get much worse than this. That was a shot by Harper, I will say. It's still pretty big. 428 feet. Harper's 22nd of the year. Not bad. Here are your 0-first tonight. Schwarber, 0 for 4. Turner, 0 for 4. Bohm, 0 for 3. Stott, 0 for 3. Marsh and Wilson combined to go 0 for 3. Johan Rojas, went 1 for 3. We're all having fun. Spurgeon, IBH. Well, that stinks. Double phooey. Double phooey indeed. Spurgeon King, from terrible pitching to terrible hitting, I've seen better swings on the burning playground from Terminator 2. I don't know why I gave you a Dennis Miller delivery on that, but I've seen better swings, Pep. That was a terrible Dennis Miller, but I think you know what I'm saying. That's a great reference, Spurgeon King. Great reference. I've seen better swings than the burning playground, or better swings on the burning playground from T2. Hasta la vista, baby. Christopher McDonald, Christopher Michael, what's going on? Trash. I don't know why, but the bats are always so cold after a game scoring a significant amount of runs. And it's the whole team. Bryson Stott is a dud. This year, dud. And here's what's unfortunate. His best month, Bryson Stott's best month this year was when he hit 265 in May. But in that month of May, he had a 379 on base percentage. Since then, he's batted .241 in June. He's batting .205 right now in July. Holy Stromboli. Now, I tell you all that to tell you this. If you go back to last year, Bryson Stott did not end the year especially strong. August last year, he hit .268. September, he hit .188 in 94 at-bats. So his last 5 months of regular season baseball have left a lot to be desired. Polar Buck, I could not agree with you more. Well, that sucked. I concur. I hate losing. So does Polar Buck. Brian, at least Harper prevented a shutout, but what the hell? This loss is on the offense, not pitching. I agree. The Braves are coming back against the Redbirds too. Goody gumdrops. Thank you. Michael Evans drove 5 hours to watch this team play like a high school junior varsity. Michael Evans, if you're driving from Philly, I just want to let you know my personal record. Pittsburgh toll to KOP toll, 3.5 hours. I have the screen grabs to prove it. I guess Strahm needs to go and get a O'Neil Cruz card now. Yeah. Lots of guys took the collar tonight. John Marinelli. Yes, they did. Still the best record in baseball. They pick it up now that JT is back. They will pick it up now that JT's back. I hope so, buddy Christ. I hope so. Sean Kilrain. What's up, Sean Kilrain? Spurgeon Farzi, you must love having to constantly challenge video titles, huh? Change video titles. Sorry. I'm all over the place. Farzi, you must love having to constantly change video titles, huh? JT makes his triumphant return, stumbling, bumbling sillies. Can't get a hit against the Pennsylvania Pirates. Yes, Burger King. Thank you. Thank you for noticing my hard work on changing the thumbnail to our YouTube program. And yes, I do hate it. Last night, Turner hits the home run, and I'm like, Turner, still scorching hot after the All-Star break. And then they blow it, and I'm like, beep, bop, bop, got to change it. Harry Fox, what's going on, Harry Fox? How you doing? Last night, league-tying 14th blown save. Tonight's offense sleeps like we haven't seen this before. Sean Kilrain, good to see and get JT back on somewhat of a positive note. How about this for a positive note, okay? Let me draw up the correct instance. Second inning. Cruz strikes out. Hayes gets the single to center field. Taylor flies out to center field. Palacios then at the plate. Hayes has the bright idea that he's going to try to steal second base on JT Realmuto. Hayes is probably thinking there's 2 outs already in the ballgame. I got Palacios at the plate. JT's probably rusty as all get out. BC, best catcher in baseball, probably a little rusty. He tries to go on JT, and Realmuto, the Don, you know what he does? He pops up and fires a perfect strike that looked like it was in slow motion from him, from behind the plate on a laser to Trey Turner, who just like, just graced the tag, just gracefully applied the tag to Hayes trying to swipe second base. It was a thing of beauty. Chef's kiss. So, yeah, good to see him tonight. Babs, what's going on? Barbara Carroll, Babs, what's going on? Laugh out loud, Farzi. The Phillies are on cruise control for the rest of the season. It's about winning the World Series, not accumulating pretty regular season stats. Yeah, but I still think they're trying to win. And when I see them trying to win and they don't, that worries me. Like, I'll put it to you like this. If Aaron Nola was cruising along yesterday, right? And he was, let's say, whatever he was yesterday, 5 innings? 5 innings yesterday, 90 pitches. Let's say he got 6 innings, 90 pitches under his belt. The Phillies are up by 3 runs. And you'd say, I'm going to give him a break. I'm going to trust my bullpen to get 3 innings for me here. That I understand because you are, and there is part of the strategy of it that Rob Thompson has talked about recently. There is part of that strategy of, okay, I got to save these guys to make sure they still got some bullets left when you're going into October and that their arms aren't shot going into October. That, to me, that's the point you're trying to make. I 100% agree with you. But when I see an offense like tonight go shut out for 8 1/3 innings after getting blanked in the 6th, 7th, and 8th and 9th innings yesterday, I'm going to be a little bit concerned, especially when it's not just this series. It's also going back to the A's series as well. That's what got me concerned. Timothy B, they better hope Stott. Hold on, there's more to that. Here we go. Comment number 2. They better hope Stott is just having a bad year, because if he's not, they'll be looking for a new second baseman in a couple of years, because he has been awful at the plate all year long. Yep, pretty much. Tyler Phillips getting the start tomorrow. How about that? That's nice, right? Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that final game, yeah. Buddy Christ, you've convinced me they stink. Season over. Sean Kilray, any chance this guy come here since he's on the trading block? Arozarena, 11 home runs, 17 RBIs across 33 playoff games. Oh, meaning he's a primetime player. They might kick the tires on him. They might kick the tires. Is it Randy Arozarena? I believe it is. All right, I now feel a hell of a lot better. Babs just referred to me as Hun. I appreciate that. That makes me feel better. Like, as far as it calmed down, we got this, Hun. Honestly. Okay. I do feel better. Babs dropping a Hun on me. I feel a lot better. Polar Buck, when I was a teenager, I would get yelled at by my sister. Oh, sorry. I would get yelled at when my sister did something dumb. It feels like that now. Thanks for the memories, Mark. You're welcome. Glad I could harken back to those memories for you. Pittsburgh's nice. Far as are you a Sheets man? I am not a Sheets man. I am definitely a Wawa guy. Thank you very much. But yeah, I had the great privilege. I worked 11 years on NBC Sunday Night Football, and I went to Pittsburgh at least once, maybe twice a year. And over those 11 years, I got to watch Pittsburgh really develop. And I think it's like, look, it's not Philly. All right. It's not Pittsburgh's not a big city, obviously. It's a phenomenal walking city. It's a great sports city, especially if you want to go to a Phillies game. You could stay right in the downtown there and then walk to the stadium. It's very walkable. You want to go to a Eagles Steelers game someday? Hey, you walk to the stadium. That's great. Flyers, Penguins, hey, walk to the stadium. It's great. It's all right there. All right, yeah, let's go Cardinals. We're all Cardinals fans now. Let's keep cooking there, Cardinals. Keep on cooking. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the Cardinals just went up 9-5 on the Braves. Three-run ninth inning so far. It's 9-5. Cards over the Braves. Phillies could be up 7.5 games now. I'm not a fan of the color yellow. Babs, neither am I. It's still nice to you, though. Oh, there you go, Spurgeon King. Updated on the score. Appreciate it. Oh, did he? Derek Hall just... Oh, look at that. Derek Hall, now the all-time Iron Pigs home run leader. We got our Crash Davis, baby. Kind of a dubious distinction, isn't it? Anyway, thanks to everybody in the chat. You guys are great as per usual. When we come back, we'll take a look at the Phillies and Pirates as the Phillies look to avoid the brooms in Pittsburgh. Back in a second, you're Locked On Sports Philadelphia on your Locked On Phillies postcast. Oh, you guys know where it's at when it comes to supplyhouse.com. Supplyhouse.com. Get supplies from the site that's made for the skilled trades. Supplyhouse.com. Supplyhouse.com is a reliable way to order plumbing, HVAC, and electrical products online. As a matter of fact, it is the reliable way. Their easy-to-use website is packed with helpful resources that has amazing, the latest products. Latest product info to help you get the job done right. Shop a complete inventory of over 200,000 parts from over 400 top brands and get your order delivered right to your door with fast shipping from coast to coast. Need help with an order? Get expert support and industry-leading service from the friendliest folks in the business and talk to a real person every time. Every single time, as a matter of fact. That's how great they are. Supplyhouse.com. Supplyhouse.com. Get that expert support. And pros in the skilled trades can get a competitive edge by joining Supplyhouse.com's free Trade Master program. Every TradeMaster gets access to a dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. Join the thousands of trade professionals already benefiting from their free membership at supplyhouse.com/TM. That's supplyhouse.com/TM and order plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies from anywhere with just a few clicks at supplyhouse.com. So go ahead and get yourself those supplies from the site that's made for the skilled trade, supplyhouse.com. Supplyhouse.com, the reliable way to order plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies. Every TradeMaster gets access to a dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. Check out supplyhouse.com/TM. That's supplyhouse.com/TM. FanDuel, you love sports. I love sports. We all love sports. This time of year, the sports seem to be sporting less, though. But all I have to do when I have the itch is check out FanDuel.com. This summer, FanDuel is hooking up all customers with a boost or a bonus daily. That's right, something for everyone every day, all summer long. How about the odds to win the National League pennant? Dodgers going off at plus 175 right now. What? Phillies at plus 210? What? Braves at plus 450? What? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. How about to win the World Series? LA Dodgers plus 320, Phillies plus 400. What is going on? The Yankees plus 550. The disrespect. That's what hurts the most. The disrespect. But check out FanDuel.com. Head over to FanDuel.com and start making the most of your summer. FanDuel.com. It's FanDuel.com. FanDuel, official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. Here's what we got coming up tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. The Philadelphia Phillies will look to avoid the brooms against the Pittsburgh Pirates. I can't take it. I can't take the idea of getting swept out of Pittsburgh. It'll be a 1:35 start time. Tyler Phillips gets the start against Marco Gonzalez. He's a left-handed pitcher going against Tyler Phillips. Phillips won his first big league start. He is 1-0 with a 4.50 ERA in total. Tyler Phillips coming off that start before the All-Star break. Went 6 innings, allowing 4 runs, all of them earned. Did surrender 2 home runs. They kept him out there a little longer, but it was the only Phillies win of that series. They won that game 11-5. Maybe the Phillies had a little feeling of protecting a little brother on the mound. I don't know. But whatever it takes, go out and win this game. Whatever mentality. He did go 6 innings in that game, 4 runs, 2 home runs. That's the way that broke down. Marco Gonzalez gets the start. Left-handed pitcher, 32 years old. He is coming off a start against Chicago White Sox where he went 5 innings, allowing 1 run on 7 hits. Prior to that, he did face these Phillies before, and that was in a 4-3 winning effort. Wait a minute. What am I looking at here? Why do I feel like I'm on crazy pills? Yeah, that was all the way back in April. Okay, cool. He pitched well against the Phillies earlier in the season. He went 6 innings, allowing 2 runs on 6 hits. He did give up a home run. So hopefully the Phillies will have a little bit more of that magic when it comes to what they had in game 1 of this series. And they'll pack it away for game 3 in this series. Kyle Schwarber took him deep when he faced him earlier in the season back in April. So I'm going to go ahead and hope that the Phillies have a lot more of that where that came from. As a matter of fact, Schwarber took the second pitch of the game, a curveball in South Philadelphia, and he blasted it 424 feet to center field to actually even the game at 1-1 back on April 16th. Did I say? It was in April. That's all that matters. April 13th. Womp womp. So yeah, let's go Phillies. Let's do it tomorrow. No brooms, baby. No brooms from the Buccos. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Make sure you guys hit like and subscribe to the Locked On Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. That's Locked On Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. Much appreciated, everybody. See you guys tomorrow afternoon, hopefully after the Phillies avoid the broom. See you then. Bye.